question was, if I found myself around people who don't like me, and I'm not being bad, is that means that I have something wrong, my iman, I hated by Allah? So let's see what Sheikh Kamal has to say.
Oh, you know what?
Because that's true. You might, because we talk about, you have this, your favorite hadith also. The Prophet ﷺ said, when Allah loves someone, he tells Jibreel, I love so and so. Love him. And Jibreel said the angel loves him. Then يوضع له القبول في الأرض. Allah give him acceptance. Sheikh Kamal, he put everything in a post on Facebook and he got 3 likes.
This is hypothetical, of course.
This is hypothetical. And you see,
someone popular puts something ridiculous and everyone's loving it.
One of these actors, whatever, have 300,000 likes in just a matter of few seconds or minutes.
He posted on the same day that, the Johnny Depp and, that happened. That's why he didn't get any likes.
Okay.
People were distracted with.
So the question, I think that's a valid question, isn't it?
It is a valid question.
So what that means, Allah doesn't like me, or why there is no acceptance? Sometimes you see some scholars, he's the only one in his whole entire city upon the Sunnah. And everybody like Imam Ahmad rahimahullah, people gather against him, and Ibn Taymiyyah. So when you see that, how can we understand these texts in the right way?
This seems to be one of those scenarios or situations where you have to understand 2 different kinds of texts in light of one another. And I always say this, and this is a classic mistake that people will make, where they'll take one set of evidences and forget the other set, whereas the other set will create a balance for you. So we know, for example, yes, the hadith you alluded to, that if Allah loves the person, He will call Jibreel and tell him, I love so and so, so love them, and then Jibreel will announce it to everyone, and then he will be loved by everyone on earth, right? So yeah, here we have a scenario where Allah loves someone and he gets acceptance, al-qabul, he gets acceptance on earth, right? Whereas we know in another hadith where Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked, أَيُّ النَّاسِ أَشَدُّ بَلَاءً, which of the people is tested the most? قال الأنبياء, he said the prophets, then the righteous, and then it just keeps going in varying degrees. So now if someone's being tested or someone is hated by his whole village, a prophet will come and he'll have a handful of men, or a prophet will come and have just one follower, and prophets will come with nobody on the day of judgment. No one's followed them at all.
Nobody accepted.
No one accepted them. So does that mean that they were not loved? Now, in the light of the other hadith, I will say it has nothing to do with love here. All right, and it's also damaging and harmful to like the average Muslim. Just today, I had this conversation with someone. So they were saying, just sometimes things go wrong, sometimes your car breaks down the same week where your cat dies. Khalas, the guy immediately, I'm doing something wrong Islamically, Allah doesn't love me. And I heard one sheikh say one time, if things are not going well in your life, examine your life. Sometimes these are the scenarios, right? But sometimes you're praying your prayers and everything's okay, and your cat dies, and the same day, your car breaks down. What? If we just took it that way, then nobody's loved then. Nobody's loved.
So
are we saying that?
So I'm saying you put them together, and it's not necessarily translated into your iman being bad or your Allah hating you or anything. Maybe you're just being tested. Maybe it's even in your head. I know people, they think everybody hates them, and it's all in their head. And there was a clip from that guy, what's his name? Zig Zagler or whatever.
Zig Zagler.
Zig Zagler. And he, about the lady who came, it's a famous clip. The lady came to him, she said, everyone at work is like this and like that. And he told her, they're going to fire you and you are going to get fired. And then she goes and changes her attitude. And she meets him a month or 2 later. And she's like, you know what? You won't believe how those people in my office changed. All of them became friendly. And the truth is, none of them changed. She changed. She became friendly, they became friendly, or she started seeing their friendliness. So sometimes it's completely in your head. Sometimes Allah is testing you.